Before you reach for your fifth cup of coffee, have you ever wondered how it came to play such a crucial role in your life? Well, there was a time when we didn't know of its existence to one where we can't imagine life without it. Let's take a look into the past. The world before caffeine. Now, it's not hard to imagine a world before coffee. There were a number of alternatives that existed before it, from wine to water to juices. Now, given the people were seeking a beverage that acted as a stimulant, they sought to consume wine morning, noon, and night. Now, they did that because water was a huge source of spreading diseases. Why risk getting typhoid when you can just drink yourself drunk instead? Kids were given hard cider for breakfast, too. The thing is that the fermentation process would help get rid of a lot of microbes that otherwise reaped and grew in water, so naturally, an alternative to keeping themselves hydrated had to be found. However, in the 1650s, coffee came along and thereby became everyone's necessity. With the age of industrialization slowly seeping into the culture, so did the need for a powerful stimulant increase. Initially, exertive labor began at sunrise and went on well past sunset. But with time, bookkeeping, arithmetics, and modernizing, civilization took hold. Simultaneously, the dependence on coffee increased because it gave folks the jolt to work at odd hours and stay free of tiredness. Did coffee contribute to the Industrial Revolution? Now, Michael Pollan, the author of This Is Your Mind on Plants, has a great explanation for this theory. According to him, it's probable coffee helped push man into the age of reason and enlightenment. They may not have even realized it, but their consumption of coffee pivoted them to think in more linear terms and helped them focus. Caffeine was basically an aid to the rise of capitalism. It gradually made its way from Africa to the Middle East and slowly into the West. While it's a newcomer, it has truly cemented its place in our hearts and day-to-day businesses. Eventually, coffee houses popped up all over London by the late 17th century. There were cafes dedicated to stocks or selling books, discussing science, and everywhere coffee was the main indulgence. Even Isaac Newton was a die-hard coffee fan. Naturally, caffeine allows a person to break their ties with the rhythm of the sun. The world was suddenly working night shifts and had workers who were struggling to keep up with machines suddenly working seamlessly alongside them. How does coffee help one stay awake? Okay, so coffee literally has less than 5 calories itself, so how does it give the burst of energy we are so used to? When researchers began dwelling on the power of coffee, that's when they recognized it as a psychoactive drug. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter that exists in us. Its levels increase during the day, and its purpose is to progressively wear us out and induce sleep. We ultimately put the lights out and retire to bed. The adenosine fits into a specific receptor. It turns out that caffeine also binds to the same receptor since it enters the body before adenosine can. You never receive the signal that you are fatigued because it essentially prevents the action of that neurotransmitter. Surprisingly, it tends to stay in our body hours after we've drank it. If you do decide to cut coffee from your day a bit earlier, it'll still affect the quality of your sleep as opposed to the quantity of your sleep. So is paying the price of poor sleep worth it? So coffee can disrupt us from falling into a deep sleep. Deeper sleep is important for our brain hygiene, where research continues to support their stance that coffee is giving us more benefits. To name a diseases, coffee can help slow the progression and onset of different illnesses. From cardiac diseases to Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, coffee is truly a friend to you. In the American diet, it continues to be a beneficial antioxidant. It is essential to help consume an antioxidant because it can even help with preventing cancer. So despite it being a disruptor of our sleep, is the dependence on coffee worth it? Conclusion: it is, after all, keeping a lot of illnesses at bay, so that benefit alone makes us biased. Our society is shaped in such a way that we can't help needing a beneficial aid that helps us burn the midnight oil. For the time being, our reliance on coffee seems like a good bargain. And that's a wrap, folks. Let us know in the comments what is your relationship with coffee, and if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.